Hello everyone and welcome to the Moons, and a very warm welcome to all the new subscribers and followers to our channel. It all makes a massive difference, and today we're going to catch up with some residents here and just let you know a little bit about what we do. So let's go. So first on the list is Captain Jack Sparrow, and he's got his very own tavern which we made him, and we've only had him a very short period of time. And when he came, he's 21, he found himself in the meat trade and he was entire. He was a little stallion. Subsequently we've had him castrated and it's really transformed his universe, and in previous episodes you'll be able to see him rambling about with lots of the other residents here. He's a companion. He's also ridden by one of my sons, Rupert, and he's really taken to the family life and being around here, and it's lovely to see that progress, because that's what it's all about, giving these animals the retirement that they deserve, and he's a perfect example. This is the very cheeky Kanto Z, formerly a top international show jumper, and here it is very much from all creatures great and small and everything in between. But we set up Legacy of Legends initially to protect horses like Kanto who found themselves lost, and there are no systems in place to protect them. So we aim to give these top elite horses that retirement that they deserve, that accountability, so they don't find themselves in those positions. And obviously we've got all the other little residents. So let's go and meet a few more. I'm down in the old forge and I'm here with Sweet Pea, the lovely little Eeyore, and behind me Tintin. And these two, mum and baby, found themselves again in that sticky position, and they were going for, well, they were in the meat trade, they were on the front line. As many of the animals here, we do have them actively retired, as a perfect example, Tintin. And Tintin's story is another heartfelt story. He lost his lifelong companion. He came with a beautiful horse called Nevada, but he was missing his soulmate. But these two have filled that void, and it's lovely to see them all pal up together. Just another success story from the Moon household. So it's back to the horses, and these two lovely ginger ladies have found themselves pairing up and forming a really lovely friendship. And it's so nice to see, because Nanny lost a very good friend of hers who she came with, the beautiful Petra, who we sadly lost the battle with. They were in an appalling condition and again headed for the meat trade. But Nanny's since recovered because she's palled up with Ginger. And she's such a sweet horse, and it just begs the question, how do these animals end up where they do? And that's what we're all about, making that change. Let's go and see Ginger. And here she is, the lovely Ginger, who, as we said before, found herself in that really tricky situation. She's hiding behind the curtain. She's a bit camera shy. But Toby and I travelled through the night and we rescued her on the border, very much near the Italian border, and she was destined for the meat trade as well. And after that story unfolded, it was amazing. Her ex-owner got in contact and she just couldn't believe how she ended up where she did and why that happened. As I say, that's why we're setting those systems in place, because she would never have given her the home she gave her if she'd have known what would have become. It's really important that we keep gaining that traction, and with the support of the patrons, with all our subscribers, with all those beautiful donations, it's enabling us to do what we're doing. Let's go and see the next ones. So this is Grace and Charlotte, and Jenny's going to attach a link in this video for their story. It is a real moving story of what these animals go through. But now, just look at them, the picture of health, full of vitality. We wouldn't have it any other way. They definitely tell us how they want things done, as do all the animals, and it's a case of just listening. So today they're saying we want to stay out. Let's go and get a few of the others. This is the BFG, and he was retired to us by his owner, who's doing very well in the show jumping world at the moment, and he's helping us with the charity, and it's a really good example of what we want to see happen in the future. And he's a real box of tricks, and Jenny's going to put a link in the description, because not only was he a fantastic show jumper, he's also now learning a new trade. So behind me, the 30-year-old Alkateki Magic, born in Kazakhstan, and after having a career in dressage and being a breeding stallion, he was castrated and subsequently retired here to Legacy of Legends. You can see he's got those boots and rug on. He's very sensitive. That golden, gleaming, shimmering coat, it's all there, but he is very high maintenance, and he's been poorly for a while. He's under the vet, and we've got lots of things we're trying to do to help it, well, to keep him comfortable. And that goes with all these elderly animals. As the years go by, that challenge just increases, but we wouldn't have it any other way. The storm is a-coming, so we're going to take a quick flying visit to the young herd. See you when we get back. So that's it for another episode. But tomorrow we're meeting a very, very special horse. He's the reason we created Legacy of Legends. And we're going to be meeting a few other residents that are here as well that share our life here. And if you're into the family side of things, the history, the restoration, and you haven't had enough of us already over here, you can go and check out At Home with the Moons. Please like and subscribe, tell everyone, because every little helps. And if you want to see a bit more of this old girl being restored, as I say, you can check it out on the other side. So on that note, I'm going to say, stay magical, and we'll see you next time.